Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a pretty game-changing announcement from your boys here at TWitWoW. John, just make sure that everyone knows that you're here and doing well.
What's going on, everybody? Here to make a big announcement for the channel, so I hope I'm coming in clear and coming in all right. But I'm going to hand the ball back to you, Ash, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, so John and I kind of made a decision, a few decisions really. We kind of got into a conversation a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, really. We were talking about what we're enjoying and what we want to do going forward and what we want to stop doing and stuff. And we arrived at a few conclusions. And in doing so, I uploaded a brand new schedule. And this was literally like the night that I uploaded the new schedule that had this announcement on it was the night that we had this conversation. So it would have been, looks like it was at 3:21 a.m. on July 20th. So it was, it was the 19th going into the 20th. So it was not last Friday, but the Friday before that, we had this conversation. We were like, hey, here's what I'm happy about. Here's what I'm not happy about. I think some changes should be made. And we both agreed on a few things. So to start things out, we're going to start kind of talking about the negatives because that's the TWitWoW way. We start with the negatives, we work our way to the positives. So for you guys, I know that you're going to be disappointed by this, but hopefully we have a positive in the chamber that will kind of make up for it. Starting on Tuesday, August 20th. So we've got another 3 Tuesdays between now and then. But starting on Tuesday, August 20th, John and I will no longer be live reacting to SmackDown Live. This was not a decision that was made hastily. And we are, again, I do want to emphasize that we do have a positive in the chamber that will hopefully make up for this. And we have another positive in the chamber that might make some of you even more happy. So I just want to get this out of the way right out the gates. SmackDown Live reactions are coming to an end on Tuesday, August 20th. John and I have both kind of arrived at this conclusion because as good as SmackDown is occasionally, it is just kind of a boring, like a struggle to get through on a weekly basis. And especially with the way that things have been changing now, I do want to emphasize that if SmackDown starts to change for the better, namely like when the Fox deal kind of kicks in or whatever, this is obviously up for a potential change, but as of right now, starting on August 20th, we're done with SmackDown Live going forward. John, do you want to kind of add anything?
No, just the idea that, we did have a long conversation about this. And I believe I told Ash, straight up, I have just felt very burned out on WWE product.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, guys, Raw tonight, I'm going to completely check out a Raw again, if I'm honest. Raw looks like a nothing show. The only worthwhile match is going to be the gauntlet match that they have to determine AJ's next challenger. Other than that, though, I mean, come on, you're really going to try and bring me in with freaking Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins? Get the hell out of here. So I just feel like lately I've been kind of checking out of the WWE product. Obviously, we'll still cover pay-per-views as has been established. But yeah, I really have not had much care for Raw or SmackDown as of late, and I just always want to bring my best. Ash wants to bring his best when we make content for you guys. So I think we do that by focusing on things we like rather than things that either leave us apathetic or even at worst miserable. So. Yeah.
Exactly. And I also just kind of do want to let you guys know, like, we aren't banning SmackDown forever. Again, if it starts to look better, if there's like a specific show, an episode of SmackDown coming up that looks like it's going to be really stacked and loaded and you guys want to make a request, we're still willing to live react to SmackDown via Patreon request. We generally don't say no to those as a general rule. So, SmackDown live reactions are not going away completely forever. And I also want to emphasize we're still going to be doing live reactions to post Big Four pay-per-view Raws and SmackDowns, which is why we will still be live reacting to the August 13th episode of SmackDown, because if that wasn't post SummerSlam, we would have stopped before then. But because it is SummerSlam, we're going to be doing the post SummerSlam Raw and SmackDown live reactions, just like we've always done, or just like we've been doing for a few years now. We'll still do post Survivor Series reactions to Raw and SmackDown and SummerSlam and WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, of course. So the Big Four, we're going to continue live reacting to those post pay-per-view episodes of TV. So that being said, The next big thing that might kind of help to kind of mitigate whatever negatives us not covering SmackDown anymore might have in store, we are now going to start doing a somewhat erratically scheduled WWE catch-up commentary. And when I say erratically scheduled, what I really mean is currently we have no clue when the next time that we're going to actually do it is. But the plan is to try and find a halfway point between pay-per-views. So, for example, we have got SummerSlam coming up on August 11th. Now, SummerSlam, we are going to be doing a preview and predictions for next Friday, obviously, because that's what we do. We do preview and predictions for every WWE pay-per-view. But, that being said, I want to just look up the WWE schedule to find when the next pay-per-view is in September. And once I find it, I can let you guys know. So upcoming event schedule, September 15th is when it is. So because that is September 15th, then our next WWE catch-up commentary, which again, I don't know if that's name's not final, but the next time that we do that will most likely be at some point during the week of the 25th of August, because that's 2 weeks removed from SummerSlam. And it's actually a little more, I want to say, than 2 weeks removed from Clash of Champions. So the whole goal, or actually that's 3 weeks removed. So maybe we'll do it the following week. But the point is, we're going to try and split pay-per-views in half with these. So if there's a 4-week break from pay-per-view A to pay-per-view B, then after the first 2 weeks, we'll do a catch-up commentary. And the point of this is to basically make sure that we are still keeping up and up with the product to be able to kind of make educated predictions with the preview and predictions that we do the Friday before every WWE pay-per-view. So we are done live reacting to SmackDown Live, but we will still end up talking about it, just not as frequently, because now rather than live reacting and just being able to talk to you guys about what's happening in our faces live at any given moment, we are going to be able to kind of do almost like more overviews of what's been going on with the product as a whole lately. So, like, for example, rather than specifically live reacting to a match between Ricochet and Cesaro, we'll be able to talk about, like, oh, what does this mean for Ricochet? What does this mean for Cesaro? What does this mean? Whatever. The United States Championship picture. I know there's a big 5-way match going on later tonight, and I'm sure that we will talk about that next Friday for our SummerSlam preview and predictions. But all that being said, that's the next big thing, is the catch-up commentaries for WWE that we will be doing basically halfway in between any two given preview and predictions, because we're going to try and aim to do these on Fridays, since preview and predictions are usually on Fridays as well. So, all that being said, John, do you have anything that you would like to say about this in particular?
No, I'm very excited to do it because I think this will still keep us engaged with the WWE product, but in a more concise manner, in a way that's more compact. And plus, I do like to try and keep abreast of storylines, even if it's just watching the YouTube clips, to bring over into preview and predictions. So anybody that likes us talking about WWE in any form, this is just another kind of series that we'll do to really keep you engaged on that side of things. So no, I definitely think it's a good move. I'm excited for it. Absolutely.
All right. So now we get to what I would consider to be the big one. Right, John?
Oh, you better believe it.
It's actually kind of funny because I'm not going to say who and I'm not going to say when, but at some point over the last 2 weeks, somebody actually has correctly predicted what we're going to be adding to the channel with this announcement. So, and this will actually be starting this Thursday at, I want to say 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let me look. Yes, this Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be adding something to the channel that we have literally never done full live reactions to before, ever. We have reacted to individual matches from this promotion, but never a full show, and we'll probably still never do a full show because we're going to be skipping a lot of undercard stuff. But that being said, we are going to be adding, are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I am going to add it to the background so that people can see. Let me see if I can get a drum roll going here. Boom, baby! Boom! John, I know you can't see it, but if everyone's hearing me, they'll be able to see it. That's right. We are going to begin coverage of World Wonder Ring Stardom starting this Thursday. I am extremely excited about this. We've been talking to Jackie. We are going all in on this. We are going to be getting subscriptions to Stardom World, or World of Stardom, whatever it is. We're going to be getting subscriptions. We are going to be reacting to Stardom starting this Thursday, where we will be covering not one, not even two, but 3 different Stardom shows that have happened over the last a week and a half, called Stardom Big Summer. We're going to be live reacting to a grand total of 10 matches across those 3 shows. It's going to be something like 3 from one, 4 from one, 3 from another, something along those lines. We have it planned out already. We kind of talked about it in our conversation a couple Fridays ago. We are going to go all in, live reacting to Stardom, hopefully every Thursday. But not necessarily every single Thursday, because again, there are weeks where Stardom will just do no shows. So we are going to be live reacting starting on Thursday at 4 p.m. to, again, the Stardom Big Summer. There are 3 shows. I'll pull it up, because there is a Stardom schedule. And I can actually tell you guys exactly what the shows were. So the first show that we're going to be live reacting to happened on, let's see, where was it? Let me find it. Big Summer. There it is. The 15th. The first one happened on the 15th. The second one happened on the 20th, and the third one just happened a few days ago on the 24th. So we will be live reacting to the biggest matches on those 3 shows. And then the following Thursday, we will be live reacting to more matches from Stardom. And basically, as long as Stardom continues to crank out matches, we're probably going to be about a week and a half behind to make sure that everything is uploaded and subtitles on Stardom World before we react to it. But we will be live reacting to Stardom. And that means, because we're starting when we're starting, we're going to be able to live react to the 5-Star Grand Prix this year. And I am fucking stoked for that. I don't know if you guys have already seen the blocks, but I mean, they are just absolutely loaded. The blocks in the 5-Star Grand Prix look incredible. We've got, let's see, John, I'm just going to go over the blocks real quick, and then I want you to kind of comment on what you're excited about for Stardom. So the first block is called Red Stars, and it's Mayu Iwatani, Momo Watanabe, Hana Kimura, Hazuki, Tam Nakano, Saki Kashima, Natsu Sumire, Casey Owens, and Avery. And then the Blue Stars block consists of Kagetsu, Konami, Arisa Hoshiki, Andras Miyagi, Utami Hayashishita, Jungle Kiona, Natsuko Tora, B. Priestley, and Jamie Hayter. So, 2 incredibly loaded blocks. I'm very excited to get around to that, but that will be late in August. For now, we are still going to be live reacting to Stardom every Thursday. Going forward, as long as we can, as long as they have content going, getting put out, we'll be live reacting to it. So, John, how do you feel about this change?
I mean, I'm really excited, guys. I mean, when me and Ashton were talking about it, I said that, it made all the sense in the world to me, because I know how hyped he is to do this. We are called TWitWoW, which means This Week in the World of Wrestling. And the wrestling world is very broad and very vast. And I really don't feel like we've explored it, as much as we could, because it's been very fixated on WWE. And I like that we've given as much coverage as we have to New Japan, and obviously AEW is going to enter the fray come October. But, there's so much wrestling out there, and I think it's unique, too, because Stardom is an all-women's promotion. That's just completely different from anything we've engaged with in the past. And, yeah, the tournament sounds stacked. And I just think it's a cool thing for the channel. It livens things up, especially because, again, I'm burnt out on WWE, which is something I never thought I'd say, because I've gone almost, 20 years strong on the product, but it's just, I'm really not connecting with it like I would like, save for NXT, which is a part of the WWE.
Yeah, that's the thing. Our NXT coverage is not going to slow down anytime soon, unless and this is an unfortunate thing that I even addressed on Twitter, Vince starts to get his grubby little hands on NXT, since it's going to end up probably being on national television come October, and ends up ruining it. If that happens, we're probably going to end up eventually piecing out on NXT too. But for now, NXT coverage is going to continue strong.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really, to me, the best part of the WWE is going. So I'm not really gonna concern myself with SmackDown or Raw. Again, like I said, for Raw tonight, I'm probably just gonna check out again. So going back to our announcement, that's what makes Stardom so exciting. Is like I've watched a video here and there with Ashton. Like we've watched some content sporadically, but I still don't know this promotion for shit. And I think that's what's exciting for me as a fan, is I really get to kind of develop my fandom watching these people do what they do. And I can't wait to see who I become a fan of, who I don't care for, and everything in between. And yeah, I just think it's uncharted territory for us, but I think that novelty is what makes it so exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It should be a great time.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm really excited to see kind of how your tastes develop with Stardom too, because I personally, I have gone, like, this is how I am, John. You know this. When I find something that I start to really get into, I get fucking obsessed with it for months. And like, whether it's a specific video game or a specific whatever, when it comes to football or a wrestling promotion in this case, or a TV show, like, you know how I was with Game of Thrones for a few months there between us finishing our rewatch and season 8 debuting. So like, when I get into something, I dive in head first. And that's pretty much what I've done with Stardom. And I'm really starting to get familiar with the roster. Excuse me. Really starting to kind of hammer out who my favorites are. But I'm really curious to figure out who your favorites are. And really, I'm almost more excited to find out who you dislike. Like, if you're going to have a Taguchi in Stardom. I really don't think you will. And if there's going to be anyone that you dislike in Stardom, I almost feel like it's going to be like foreigners. Like maybe like a B. Priestley or someone like that. But
right.
I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. But we're going to learn all of this shit about ourselves. We're going to learn everything about the promotion that we can. And it's all a process that is going to begin on Thursday, August 1st. Literally, we are 3 days away from this, people. We are 3 days away from the first live reaction to Stardom by us, TWitWoW. So those are the three big things. No more SmackDown live reactions starting on August 20th. So August 13th will be the last one. WWE catch-up commentaries halfway in between any two given pay-per-views, or I guess any two given preview predictions to pay-per-views. And starting this coming Thursday, we are going to begin live reacting to Stardom. I am so excited. Any final thoughts, John, before we close out of this?
No, I just hope that all of you guys join us for this. It's such new and exciting content for the channel. To be able to support these women that I hear just kick ass and are absolutely incredible. And again, this is the place, where...
And you know what, actually, before you finish there, John, I do want to do a little bit of a shout out here. I want to do a shout out to the channel that has really helped both of us take our headfirst dives into Stardom. And that channel is called Strokovich Okametal. Now, I might have pronounced that wrong, but I'm actually going to post a link to this YouTube channel in the chat right now, because I really want you guys to check this out, because if you're not familiar with Stardom, this dude is how John and I have kind of attempted to catch up. And the first video that I would recommend that you go to is the 2019 Stardom roster guide. It is a 28-minute video that covers every regular in Stardom, and it has helped John and myself both immensely. It is a great channel. And the really interesting thing is, this guy does more like video essay style videos. So we are literally going to be the only channel on YouTube live reacting in English specifically to Stardom. So that is going to be a huge kind of identifying trait for this channel. I don't know if we're going to become known as the Stardom channel, the way we were kind of known as the Lucha Underground channel for a while there, but we are definitely going to be the only ones doing this. And I am very excited not only to actually be doing this, but to be the only ones doing it as well.
Yeah. I love that we're kind of breaking ground on this the same way we broke ground, with Lucha Underground. I apologize, you more or less missed the entire video, but it's just an announcement video, quick recap.
Yeah, you can just scroll. You can just scroll your little, your scrubber, your little timestamp scrubber to the beginning of the video, and just watch the whole thing from the beginning.
There you go. Yeah, I was gonna recap, but you know what? That's a better idea. But yeah, we're bringing it on this the same way, you know, we did with Lucha Underground. And, you know, I hope with us talking about it, maybe more people will talk about it. You know, I think great wrestling necessitates a conversation. And I would like to think that we can start a very positive, excitable conversation about Stardom in this space. And yeah, I'm really excited for it, guys. It's novel, it's fresh, it's not WWE. So I'm quite excited.
And that's the thing
for it.
too, is John and I have watched maybe like 4 or 5 grand total Stardom matches in each of our lives respectively, and we've never seen one that we didn't at least somewhat enjoy. Like we've never witnessed a bad Stardom match, I don't think.
Oh, and just to finish the thought that I had earlier before you interjected with the plug, because I actually forgot what I was going to say, but now I remember. It's exciting too, because I mean, this is the place that fucking Io Shirai came from, and Kairi Hojo came from, and Mayu is still there. You know, so like you figure Kairi Sane is my favorite wrestler right now. Like even more so than Mundo, if you guys were here for the last 5v5. So to be able to intimately engage, you know, the promotion where she really made her name and made her legend, it's just really exciting, guys. And I hope you all join us for it, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun for all of us.
Absolutely. All right. Is that your final thought? You ready to close this thing?
Yeah, it's my final thought. Let's close this baby out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you're excited for our coverage of Stardom to begin, and I know that we are. Of course, you know, if you want to like the video, you can. It's not really a video that's meant for likes. It's more meant to just kind of be informative and let you guys know what's going on. But naturally, if you're interested in that Stardom coverage, you'll want to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get the notifications. And you can also follow us both on Twitter. That's how you can have easy access to the schedule, as well as being able to ask questions for Q&A every month. Follow us on Twitch, just in case we decide to do an impromptu, you know, live stream on Twitch talking about, you know, whatever it happens to be. You can also like our Facebook page, buy our merch on Teespring, donate to our Patreon, and of course, share this video and share this channel with all your wrestling fan friends, especially ones that you want to learn about Stardom, because we're about to get into it. Like I said, man, we're diving in head first. I already did kind of, and we're gonna do our best to make sure that John gets there too. So very excited about this. Very excited for Thursday, especially because it's gonna be our first Stardom coverage that we're gonna be doing. And again, every Thursday moving forward past that as well. So we hope that you're all looking forward to that. And we do have G1 and SmackDown tomorrow. G1 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, SmackDown live reactions at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, Wednesday, we're going to be live reacting to NXT. But then Thursday, Stardom, baby, it begins. We're going to be live reacting to the 3 big summer shows that happened on July 15th, 20th, and 24th, respectively. So hopefully you guys are able to be there for that at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I believe that's actually, Friday and Saturday. Both of those days we have G1, and Sunday. We have G1 3 days straight there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, boom, boom, boom. Our next day off is next Monday. So we've got content coming at you guys for the next 7 days, every day, including a double recording tomorrow. So we hope that you're all looking forward to that. I know we are, and hopefully you all remember, of course, to stay tuned.